Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a tutorial. It's going to be on the new Riviera palette by Anastasia, and I'm so excited to finally use it in a full look. I do have the eye swatches, which you can find them up there, and those are each individual shade swatched on my eyes if you've never seen those videos, but I know a lot of you do watch those videos, so I do want to say thank you because you guys give me the sweetest comments on those videos. Those are some of my favorite to film, and I love seeing the comments that say that I helped you decide whether you should get it or not, you know, because you can see it blended out, packed on, wet and dry. So all those different application methods really help you, and it just makes me happy to know that I can help you either way you go with it, whether you don't want it or you do want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do the eyes first, and then I'll do the rest of my face. Okay, so I already do have my primer, which the primer that I use is actually a concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. That's what I use to clean up underneath my brows. So that's all I have right now, and I'm not going to set my concealer with any type of loose powder or anything like that. I'm just gonna go straight into one of the shades, and the first color that I'm gonna use is Cabana. That is one of the reasons why I bought this palette. I love the color, the shade. It's just like a mustardy yellow. It's just love the tone of it and everything. So it's the first color that I want to use, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the crease area. This is kind of going to be my transition shade and my crease shade. So I know what colors I want to use. I don't know exactly the look I want to do yet, but like I don't know if I want to do a cut crease or a halo eye or just something a little bit more, you know, without those two things. But I know for sure what colors, what tones I want to mix together. So again, I'm starting right here on the crease. I'm not going to go too high with it yet, but I'm going to slowly blend that up to my brow. So I know a lot of y'all have found me through my eye swatch video that I recently posted on this palette. So welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of my videos that I have to upload. I'm waiting on some other new things that I'm going to be trying on and also doing eye swatches on. I still have some palettes that I need to do eye swatches on, and actually I wanted to start doing maybe like some eye swatches every week and just go back to some other palettes that I have. I never did eye swatches on the purple palette by ColourPop. I thought I had. Like, I planned on doing that, and then I never did it. I don't remember why. I think it's because I did a versus video, and then I did some tutorials, so I ended up never doing the eye swatches on that, but I still want to do that. So maybe that will be coming up pretty soon, and of course, newer palettes and whatever else. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and apply just a little bit more and concentrate that a little lower to intensify that yellow shade on my crease. And like I said, I just slowly start blending towards the top. So I'm going to take my JH33 brush. This is a little dense blending brush, and I'm going to take the color Palm, which is a dark brown in here. And this one, I'm going to for sure focus this shade just in the crease. I'm going to try not to blend it up too much yet because it is a dark brown. This one's actually my least favorite shade in the palette. Not because it's brown, just because of the way that it was blending out and stuff on my eye swatches. The other ones are pretty much super easy, like really easy, creamy, all of that. This one was the only one that was like patchy, so I wanted to use it in today's color combination, so that's why I'm using the brown. But like I said, it's not my favorite from the palette. And I'm gonna go over this with the yellow shade and just blend out that line. Okay, so I'm going to take this JH40 brush. This is a pointy blending brush, and again I'm going to go into the dark brown and really just apply this right here in the crease area. I know I just did that with the other one, but the other one kind of spreads out the product a little bit more. This one gets really precise on where I want it, which is mainly right here on my crease, where your eye, when you look forward, you could just tell where it's at right there. All the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. You know, I didn't apply any tape, but I think I am. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that now. It's not too late. A piece of tape there. So I'm going to take all the shades straight to the tape because I want a clean line. And I forgot to apply it earlier. I wasn't sure if I wanted it or not, but now I know I do. So I'm just going to take the same colors again and just go all the way to the tape. So now I'm going to take some concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to use my little brush and just create a half cut crease. I'm going to take my flat synthetic brush and I'm going to go over this concealer just to remove the excess product. and also blend out this edge. Just kind of fade it out towards the outer part without adding too much product. And the first color that I'm going to use is going to be Seaside, which is kind of like a silver blue. It's not a blue because Mediterranean is very, very blue. This one's a little bit more like a silver, a little bit of purpley. Like you can see a little bit of purple in it. Purpley. You can see a little bit of purple in it, and it's more like a silver blue, silver purple. And I'm going to focus this shade on the inner part of my cut crease. And I'm not wetting it, I'm just applying it dry. Which, by the way, from what I noticed in my eye swatches, they do apply a little bit more shimmery whenever you wet them, but nothing too much of a difference. But what does happen is that you get less fallout whenever you wet them. So I think I am going to wet them just so you can see the difference, and also because, like I said, it does make it a little bit shimmery. Take a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to spray it using this Rose Mist from Pixie. And I'm going to go over this layer that I already have. And you see it just gives it a little bit more of a shine, but nothing too different. But like I said, on my eye swatch video, I did notice that you do get a lot less fallout. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my brush because I want to use the same one. I really like this one for shimmers. And I'm going to use the yellow gold that's in here, which is not a yellow gold. It's like a yellow. And again, I'm not going to spray it, not yet. And I'm going to apply this on the center part of the eyelid and blend it into the silver blue. I'm going to call it silver blue just because it kind of does look like a blue, but at the same time it's silver or grayish. So I'm going to take a little bit more, and now I'm going to spray it and apply it on the same spot. So you see it gives me more of a glowy look whenever I do that. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Seaside and apply it on top of the yellow, so that way I can start mixing in these colors. And basically I'm using one side on one side, so that way I can go just back and forth with each shade. So that way there's a nice transition between the two shades here, just like that. And I'm going to take my blending, my bigger blending brush and apply Palm and apply this on the outer corner of the eye. This part is something that I really like to do. I like to take a small little pencil brush and apply whatever color I have below or underneath my cut crease and go over that line to intensify the cut. It makes it look more like a shadow, like there's actually a shadow there. I take the pointy blending brush and blend out that line a little bit more. And again, intensify the outer corner and make sure that I really connect the cut crease right here and the outer part in the outer corner shade. Now I'm going to take my flat brush one more time and go over the brown and the yellow, so that way I can blend those two shades in together. And that's pretty much it. That's all I want to do on the top of the eyelid. I knew for sure I wanted to use this combination of colors, and I think it came out really pretty. It's like such a nice transition from the blue to the brown. And although they're not like in the same color family, like they're not like pink, red, rose, you know, it's not the same color family, it still looks really nice to me. And I don't know, I just feel like those colors stand out to me so much from the palette. I mean, a lot of these are beautiful. Of course, the hot pink and the purple look really nice, but I think this combination reminds me a little bit more of like being outside, the water, the sun, ocean. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this on the top. And then I don't think I'm going to use eyeliner today. No, I don't think so. Or I might. Maybe. I'll think about it. But before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and do this eye and then I'll come back. Okay, so I finished off the other eye and I also removed the fallout and the tape. And now I'm going to move on to the primer. Like I said, I'm going to do my eyes once I'm done with my concealer and everything. So that way I don't have to be like super careful with where I apply my powder and my concealer. And I'm using the Benefit primer by... No, I'm using the Matte Rescue Primer by Benefit. For foundation today, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This one is pretty new to me, but I really like the way that it looks on my skin. I'm not going to apply too much, or I'm going to try not to use that much at first. And then if I need a little extra, then I'll apply more. But I think it gives me a really nice coverage without using too much. Last time that I tried this one, it looked a little grayish around my mouth, so I'm going to try to use less on that area and see if that helps out. Just like how nice and smooth it looks on my face. And then for concealer, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in the color Light Neutral, which is the same one I used on my eyelids, so that way I can use it as a primer. Then for setting my under eyes and the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Hourglass Veil. First, I'm going to use the beauty sponge, so that way I can set my under eyes with it. I'm also going to go ahead and set my nose with the beauty sponge. And then just with the big puffy brush, I'm going to set my entire face and my neck, because I did apply foundation on my neck. Okay, and then for contour, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild palette. Okay, and then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Hourglass palette. This one's a pink one. This one's called the Volume 4. And I'm going to use the bronzer on this corner right here. This one is a pretty warm bronzer, even though it doesn't look like it in the pan. But it is a pretty warm bronzer. Then for blush, I'm going to go into the Unlocked palette, also by Hourglass. And I'm going to use this one right here in the middle. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. It's very pretty, easy to blend out and everything. It has more of a cool tone to it. I'm going to remove the under eye baking powder that I still have. My lower lash line, I'm going to first go in with Cabana, which is the same shade that I use as my transition shade. And I'm going to use a small little blending brush for that. And just apply that all over my under eye area. I think I'm going to go in with a brown too. But I'm going to see how it looks just yellow by itself, just like the yellow by itself. And if I like it like that, then I'll just leave it like that. I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown, just like that. This one right here, there's only one. And I'm going to take a flat brush and focus that shade closer to my eyelashes, or closer to my waterline. And you know, I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to keep it halfway and then out. Just on the outer part of the lower lash line. Just so that it doesn't look dark all the way across. And I'm going to take the blending brush that I have the yellow on. I'm not going to take any more color. I'm just going to go over this and blend it into the yellow shade. First on the waterline, I'm going to try this one. This is an eyeliner by CoverGirl, and this one is in the color Gold Metallic, and it is a yellow. Oh, I broke it. You know, every time I have used this one, I break off the top of it. I'm sorry. Okay, that is the tone of it. So it's just a yellow gold, and it pretty much matches that center shade I have. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one here first. If I don't like it, then I'll switch to a brown. There you go. I think that looks pretty. Like, it's not black, it's not dark brown or anything. It's just gold, and I think it matches the yellow really good, the yellow on top. So yeah, I think that's gonna work. And then the last time that I did my eyeshadow, let me grab my eyelash curler real quick. The last time that I did my eyeshadow, I didn't apply I did apply mascara. I didn't apply any falsies, and I don't think I'm gonna do that today either, just because I do like the way that looks, as long as I take my time with my eyelashes and I really apply a few coats, and you can tell that I have some eyelashes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna make sure that I curl them really good and then coat them. I'm going to use two mascaras today. First, I'm going to start off with the Benefit Roller Lash. And this one helps me get each individual shade, like product on each one. And then I'll apply the Too Faced one to give me some volume. But I'm only going to apply the Too Faced one on the top lashes, not on the bottom, because the wand is just so big that it makes me like get product on my under eye area. So even if I'm like super careful, I just feel like the wand is so big. I'm gonna do one last coat with this one. There we go. And now I'm gonna do my lower lashes with just this one. And for my highlight on my face, my inner corner, and on my brow bone, I'm going to use the one in the Unlocked palette, which is the same palette that I use the blush. Fluffy blending brush, I'm going to apply this highlighter on my brow bone and blend it into that yellow shade. The blending brush that I was using for the yellow and blend it into the highlight. Okay, and then for the lips, I think I'm going to use this one. This one's called Heat Wave by Be Elegant Cosmetics. It is more of a yellowy, orangey, very warm tone lipstick. And I have another one called Cider Sangria, which I really like too, but I just used that one, so I think I'm going to use this one today. And then I'm going to set my face with the Anastasia Dewy Set. And I did get the highlighters. I'm waiting on those because they sent me my order and they didn't send me the highlighters inside. I ordered the set of 3 highlighters because I want to swatch them for you and show them for you. So I am going to have another tutorial using this palette. I mean, I'll have more, but in my next one, hopefully I can show you the swatches of the highlighters. I just gotta wait on them because they didn't send them in my order. I got like this little white box and all that came in there were these two. So I had to call them, let them know, and by the way, their customer service was super easy, super fast, and they just told me to wait 1 to 2 business days, so I have to wait until probably Monday. I should get them, and then I'll show them to you. So anyways, I got this one. So this one is the Dewy Set, and it's actually pretty big. I thought it was gonna be a little bit smaller, so I am surprised about that. The glitter is only on the outside, if you didn't know, and the inside is clear, so you're not gonna get any glitter on your face. And I didn't apply it before my mascara, so hopefully doesn't get messed up. But I'm just gonna spray this before I apply my lipstick. I'm gonna see how the mist looks, or let me spray it one time or a few times. There you go. Okay, I wasn't sure, but the mist is really fine. What am I doing? Trying to catch it. The mist is really fine, so let me go ahead and spray this everywhere. Hold on. Maybe I'm getting too close. It sprays like really wide. So it's not like if I spray it up here, it's staying up here. It's pretty much spraying really wide. Let me try this again because I don't really want to spray my eyes too much. Okay, I'm just going to go all in, okay? Yeah, it's like a... Oh, first of all, it smells like coconut. It smells really good. I like the scent of that. But it sprays a lot, so I can even feel it on my shoulders and everything whenever it lands. It's so fine that on some spots I don't feel like I feel it that much. I'm gonna spray a little bit more. Oh, I'm gonna spray a little bit more on each side. There you go. I just needed to get a little closer because I think I was spraying it too far. And then, like I said, I'm gonna use the color Heat Wave by Be Elegant Cosmetics, and I'm gonna see how it looks. Hopefully it looks good. It looks a little bit too orangey. I don't think I like it with this look. Maybe the other one I feel like it's a little bit more yellowy. This one's more orange. I don't really like the way that this one looks. I feel like it's too orange. I'm going to try to apply this one on top of it. This one is Cider Sangria. This is the one that I previously used. That's why I didn't want to use it today. So I'm going to try this one over it. You're going to notice that this one's a little bit darker. Okay, so I went ahead and I kept the two lipsticks. I like the combination a little bit more than that first one. I just felt like Heat Wave by itself looked a little too orangey for today's look. I love the lipstick, just like I said, with the look today, I just felt like it was a little too orangey. But once I applied this one over, I think it made it look much better. This one's like 3 tones darker than this one. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video using the Riviera palette. I would love to know what colors you want me to use next. I was very excited about the yellows, but I wanted to include something else, which is why I went with that blue shade. And like I said earlier, kind of reminds me more of like a spring fresh look, or like the ocean with the sun and all of that. And I think the brown really helped it combine and like look better together. So yeah, that really worked out too. And then I do like the spray. I can tell it has some type of oil in it though. I will say that. Not that it's separating, or something in it that makes it have that dewy finish. And I say that because once it landed on my desk and I kind of put my hand over it, I could see it still have like a residue left. And if I use a different type of setting spray, like if I use the Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray, it doesn't leave that. So I know it has something in it, and it's not like there's oil here and then the rest is water and you have to shake it up. No, there's no separation in it, but there's something in it that makes it look a little bit more dewy and not just like a regular setting powder. So there is something about this one, and I'm hoping to get the highlighter soon, so that way in my next tutorial that I use this palette, I can include, that's my remote, I can include the highlighter swatches. So keep an eye out for that, because I think it should get here. I know I have to wait that 1 to 2 business days, and they did say that, but sometimes it could take like 3 days, so I don't know when I'm gonna get them, but hopefully soon. So like I said, I will show you the swatches on those and include these two again in another tutorial. But anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching another one, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.